Worst weapons. You know, I feel like I don't see many people talk about the worst weapons. They'll do a tier list and they'll put like, oh, this weapon's bad, this weapon's bad, this weapon's good, this weapon, whatever. But there's two issues with that. One, it's a Shinobi Striker YouTuber. we can really stop right there. But no, two is that like I feel like people don't really go into full depth on like what the worst weapons in the game are. Like people will like just go and grab weapons, and then like those weapons are just garbage. And like dang, now I wasted my scrolls on them. So I want to be the first like person in 2026 to just tell you what the worst weapons are. Like just what's garbage. It's gonna be like a top 5 list because it's no reason to do top 20 because by the time we get to number 20, that's not really even a worst weapon anymore. It's just kind of like a, oh, you'd rather use this than this. So anyway, let's go. Worst Shinobi Striker weapons.
Is it Peterson?
I'm not sure. I feel a disturbance.
And number 5 here, I'm going to have the whirlwind. The thing where you press triangle and a giant, toad would just like drop on you. And all that stuff. I can, oil people up and whatnot.
Pause! What?
Out of pocket for that. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that?
But this weapon just, its counterpart is Viper Sword. This weapon's counterpart is Viper Sword. That's really all I have to say.
What is it, Peterson?
I'm not sure. I feel a disturbance.
For number 4, I have Thundersaur's Kiba. Like, don't get me wrong, Thundersaur's Kiba, like, it's a very bad weapon. Like, before, you'll probably put it number 1 on this list. But there's worse weapons that came out. And also, I'm gonna just say this now, before anyone, like, even says anything. This is for when the weapon came out. Like, on release, how bad of a weapon was it? On release. Now, like, the whirlwind, from last tier list, I feel like, I don't know, if you don't want to put it there, you could probably put like other things. Like, you want to put Hugo Fish there, you want to put some other stuff, you definitely can. But I'm thinking on release, it just was bad. Now, and on release, this was a horrible weapon. Garbage. But at the same time, back then, the weapons weren't that strong. Like, nowadays, weapons are meta. Like, oh, I have Demon Roar, I'm the best player in the game. Back in the day, it was, oh, I have, up here, I have Lapis Fangs. That's nice. But, I need to make sure I have Majestic and Infernal style, like, pool, as well. Because otherwise, the Lapis Fangs don't mean anything. So, but this weapon is bad, but it has a horrible triangle. Its squares are fine, combos are fine. But like I said, for its time when it came out, it was really bad, even during that time. But it's kind of like I said, it's kind of, as you go back and look, it's like, as far as time, it was really not that horrible. They've dropped worse throughout, the time periods of Shinobi. This is just kind of one of those things that are just kind of like an anomaly. Like, yeah, this does exist. But anyway, that's all with this weapon. That's okay. Again, I do not get it. It's bad. There's like 10,000 other better range weapons, but I think it is definitely like deserving here. It's probably going to always remain here in like the bottom 5 worst weapons in the game.
What is it, Peterson?
I'm not sure. I feel a disturbance.
For number 3, I have Twin Fangs. This junk released after Violet Petals. This weapon has a combo where you do the full square combo. You could block it because the hit strings are so bad that it just won't fully combo. This junk released after Violet Petal. Just one more time for people in the back. This weapon right here came out after Violet Petal's released. You know, the basically power like creep weapon. This came out afterwards. Now, this is where I think a lot of the lengthy part of the video might be. And it's these last two. You know, you could probably try to guess like what the last one is. You should pretty much know. I feel like, but maybe not. But number 2 is Madman's Chains. This junk released last year. This is a 2025 weapon with no one-hit stun. I repeat, this is a 2025 weapon with no one-hit stun. Okay triangle and garbage combos, but a 2025 weapon with no one-hit stun. That's what this is. They sat there, right? And you know, you might be thinking, oh, you're being kind of harsh. I mean, no one hit stun, but the damage per second's great and whatnot. That's all it has. And no, that's not good enough. That's no. Because guess what? This weapon released after Demon Roar. That's the issue. That's the problem. This weapon released after Demon Roar. After Demon Roar, every attack weapon after Demon Roar, if it's not close to Demon Roar's level at all, it's a garbage release. This one is the worst release. Like this, I feel like this is the, again, on release, by the way, that's how I'm ranking these. This is the second worst release of all time on this game. Because this junk doesn't have anything. It does not have anything. Like, besides that triangle button, it generally is the probably worst garbage ever. I don't like, besides, you know, number 1, but like, well, okay, don't get me wrong, it's better than weapons. Like I said, yeah. Shooting Star, yeah, it's better than that, but bro, this junk, Shooting Star wasn't bad on release, man. It wasn't. It was not bad on release. Now this weapon, garbage. That's my man. That's the problem, bro. It just doesn't do anything. Like you have all these weapons doing these special effects, doing X, Y, Z, and whatnot. And then they release this, man. But I ain't even gonna. Number 1, bro. Number 1.
Is it Peterson?
I'm not sure. I feel a disturbance.
Number 1 on this list. Number 1. Dari's sword. This junk. This garbage. Mid. Low tier. Trash. You know, however you want to put it. This junk is the worst weapon on release of all time. Yeah, of all time. It's just, I don't know. You know, Dari weapon glazers aren't real people. Like, you'll see people sit here and tell you, like, every other weapon I named on this tier list, right? Like, people probably, like, even people that use the weapons, yeah, the weapon is pretty bad. Like, yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, I like Madman's Chains, but yeah, really, it's not really a great weapon at all. Dari weapon glazers, they'll sit there and they'll, like, tell you, like, oh, but no, Dari weapon just takes skill to use, man. No, it's a good weapon, man. It's just, you just gotta learn how to use it. You're just bad if you don't know how to use it. Sir, let's calm down. Let's stop coping. And let's face reality for a second. This is the worst weapon I really... Like, I feel like if the Dari weapon was like a real person, like, I feel like it would be like, they'll go out of their way to defend them. Like, they'll go out of their way to, like, beat her, like, day 1, like, and whatnot. Like, I feel like that's how, like, Dari weapon is, bro. Like, that junk is just like...
I don't play this game. I'm trash. Don't say that. You're not trash. You're a good person. You're my friend. You're always there for people and you never talk down on others, even when you're clearly better than them. You never give up, no matter how tough things look.
The game.
And everyone wants to be like you because you're so exceptional. So no.
Man, shut
not
up.
trash.
Man, I'm on the game,
Don't
bro.
ever say that. You're not trash.
Shut up.
You're not.
Shut up. Man.
You're
But like, it's triangle, absolute garbage. Square, trash. No charge attack for a defense weapon in 2025. This isn't Moonblade era. You can't just do that. You know, you can't just have no charge attack. And then the combos are just abysmal. Literally, there's nothing good about this weapon. Nothing. It doesn't even have high damage priority like the Master Man Chains does. The Master Man Chains, like I said, Master Man Chains at least has a decent triangle. This junk has nothing to it. Nothing to it at all. There's absolutely no benefit from using this weapon. Especially, like, you know, now, I don't trip about Demon Roar. I mean, not Demon Roar. I don't trip about defense as much as attack, because defense's power scaling weapon compared to attack's power scaling weapon isn't a fun oh, well, defense weapons need to be like this. Like Demon Roar on attack, Chances Sword, Demon Roar. I don't expect weapons to really come out and be par to par type. I mean, I don't expect. I expect weapons to come out and kind of be on that similar type. I don't expect it to be better than it, but I do expect it to be oh, yeah, this like Viper Sword. Viper Sword can fight Demon Roar. Oh yeah, this sword can fight it. This sword has potential. This weapon can put up a fighting chance. Minato's weapon. Oh yeah, Minato's weapon can fight it. I guess the S is plus, but still, that's what I expect. Invincible Destruction, I don't expect these defense weapons to compete with Invincible Destruction. I don't expect them to compete with Infinite Super Armor. I know that's not gonna happen. This weapon though, literally took that junk and just negative by 10. It cannot. It has no chance. There's nothing good about this. No. Dari's weapon is the worst weapon of all time. I don't care. You could not look. You want to be a Dari Glazer in the comments? Oh, this is what you can fight anyone with it. Fight anyone with just the weapon, no jutsus. You're losing. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they're using. Fight anyone. Just let's lose. But alright. Let me know what y'all think in the what y'all think the worst weapon is. Personally, like I said, I got Darby's. Maybe y'all have a wild hot take. Maybe y'all have something chill. Like I said, maybe y'all have Hugo Fist in there. Maybe y'all have shoot, what's another bad weapon on release that you can probably say? I can't think of any right now, but shoot, just in general, if y'all have any thoughts or whatnot on oh, this weapon was garbage, you should have put this, let me know. Well, and in the meantime, I'll catch y'all on the flip side.